all artists work differently. Some like to be in a neat, clean space, and some like to work in chaos. But I think we can all agree that regardless of which camp you fall into, we still need to be organised with our supplies so that we know where everything is, so that we can work effectively. So today I'm going to show you a few of my storage ideas here in my home studio, and maybe this will give you a few ideas about how you can use storage in your own studio space or wherever you happen to be working. And if you haven't met me before, my name's Michelle and I post here about my creative processes and also creative inspiration. So if that sounds good to you, I would love if you could subscribe to my video and give this video a thumbs up, as it really helps me get my work out to more people. Okay, I must admit that most of the stuff here in my studio comes from IKEA, mainly because it's very affordable, very stylish, and they have really clever storage solutions. So I'm going to show you my #1 storage solution in my studio. And that is the famous Raskog trolley. So at the top is where I usually have my laptop when I'm watching something while I'm weaving. And here I keep my threads. And here are my spare threads. But let me show you what I've been doing with these. So these little boxes are from IKEA, and they do have lids, but I've taken the lids off. And because I use these grey butterflies all the time, I've numbered them from 1 to 6, and then we've got black here. And basically these come in a box of 3. So the lids are sitting on top, and it's the gliss. And they are in the children's section at IKEA. Sorry, or IKEA if you want to pronounce it properly. But unfortunately we pronounce it IKEA here. Do you like my sticker? That's a Lee Ellickson sticker. I'll put a link to her shop because I just love her work, it's gorgeous. So yeah, I'm also going to get some more of these to take with me to Collective Haunt so that I don't have to take little bags. I do still have some things in little bags. These are the threads that I use only for specific tapestries, but these ones are the ones that I use all the time. So without the lids, they just fit in on top of each other. So really, really handy. So if you're a painter, you might find that using these for little tubes of paint are quite handy as well. But this trolley is the best thing ever. My next favourite piece is the Expedit or the Kallax bookcase. Now the Expedit is the original one, which mine are about 10 years old, so they are the original Expedit. And the Kallax is pretty much the same. What happened was IKEA discontinued the Expedit, and there was a great uproar because most people use the Expedit for records because it's perfect LP size. So they ended up bringing it back as the Kallax. So you'll see that mine have cubes to keep some things hidden away where some things are out, like books and things like that. I personally don't like all my stuff to be out on display. So if you're like me and you like a lot of things to be hidden away but only some things on display, this unit's fantastic because you can put those cubes inside. Now these cubes, I can't remember the name of them, they only cost about $5 from IKEA, so they are very, very good. I've just got the plain white ones because I like to keep my studio as plain and simple as possible, but you can get all different colours depending on the look that you're after in your studio. The next unit is the AlexDraw unit. They're still available from IKEA. Again, mine's about 10 years old. Pretty much all the furniture in here is about 10 years old because I bought it when we moved into our last house, which is a while ago. So, and they all just still look really good, so I just transferred everything to here. So the AlexDraws are quite large. You can fit large A3 sheets of paper inside each drawer. So they're very popular with artists, especially if you have a lot of flat laid drawings or paintings. I use them for my weaving cotton. I also use them for all my packing supplies, and all of my x-rays I keep in there as well. So it's a really, really handy unit. The next unit I have is my Malm chest of drawers. Now, these ones aren't available now exactly the same. You can still get Malm Drawers, but they're a slightly different configuration. But these are great because I can store my hand-woven scarves in there. I also store my plant holders, and my artwork lays flat in there as well. So they're my main pieces of furniture, but I've also got some good tips of keeping your studio clean and organised as well. So what I tend to do is either every night or first thing in the morning, I clear the studio, give it a bit of a tidy before I actually start work. I personally can't work in a messy space. It's something that just really bothers me. So depending on whether you feel that way as well, giving it a quick tidy, either last thing at night or first thing in the morning, will make you feel really clear and ready to start your day. The next thing I do is I have a space near my front door that I can put anything that doesn't belong in the room. So as soon as I'm finished with cups, plates, anything that's come from the house, I put them on that surface, and then when I leave the room, I make sure I pick up those items and take them into the house. That way my room is not getting clogged up with things that don't belong in here. Every week or so, I give the room a dust and a clean, because it doesn't matter what you're doing in this room, you're always going to get dust. In this room, I'd get a lot of fibre dust because I do tapestry weaving and also hand weaving in this room. So they're most of the sort of mess that I make on the carpet and on surfaces. So give it a quick clean once a week. If you have a routine to do it, say, every Sunday morning, then you're more likely to keep up that routine. And I give it a quick vacuum once a week as well. And the last thing that I love about this studio is I like to bring lots of plants in here. You've probably seen my plants in here in studio vlogs, but plants make the room just feel really nice. It gives a really good energy, and they're obviously aesthetically pleasing. So I have this lovely shelf unit in the window that has a lot of my plants on it. I also have some smaller plants dotted about the room and on some of the pieces of furniture. So that just makes me feel good. But if you're not really a plant person, then you can either get some fake plants if you like, or you can just get 1 or 2 plants just to add that atmosphere to your studio. So I'd love to know if you have any tips of how you can keep your studio clean and organised. Please leave them in the comments below. And until the next video, bye!